Virgo, welcome to May. So Virgo, you've got the South Node in your sign. And the South Node, if you look at your astrology chart, you'll see like this upside down headphones, and then you'll see opposite like a symbol that looks like headphones. And these are the nodes. And the nodes are angles of the moon, and they're not planets, but they have been used for a long time in astrology. And they are symbolizing, the South Node symbolizes the past. It's the premise that you've lived many lives. And not everybody believes in past lives. So I often talk about thinking about your ancestors. So it's the cup of the past. Okay. So when the past is in your sign, you're here to learn to release control, all these Virgo themed things, release control, release over analyzing, embrace intuition, the opposite, Pisces, where the North Node is. And the North Node is all about Dharma. So when you look in your own chart, you can see where you came in with, what you came in with from the past, and what you came here to do, the North Node. So with Virgo having the South Node in your sign, it's teaching you to embrace intuition, Pisces energy, creativity, surrender to the flow. Okay. So that, I know that's a little hard for you, Virgo, because you are the analyzer of the zodiac, but you have a lot to learn here with the South Node in your sign. We all have a lot to learn. So you also have a trine going on with the planets in Taurus, and you're an earth sign, Virgo, you're a mutable earth sign. And so you make this positive triangle with the planets in Taurus. Well, we have the sun in Taurus starting until May 20th. And then we'll have the sun move into Gemini. Gemini is a mutable sign, and so are you, Virgo. So you make a 90-degree angle, which is considered a challenge. So best flowing energy for you beginning the month until May 20th. Okay. You also have Mercury in Taurus from May 10th to May 25th, and that will be trining you. So you may have some great conversations to be had. You may have some things of value to speak up. Now, we also have Uranus, the oh wow planet. Anything can happen, bright ideas, new discoveries, new people coming into our lives, sudden change. This has been happening since May 15th of 2018, and it will continue till July 7th of 2025. So lots of nice trining energy. That's a beautiful thing for you, Virgo. Now you have an opposition, right? And you're always opposite Pisces. And hanging out in Pisces is Saturn, the planet of responsibility. And it's been there for 2.5 years. And it's just about ready to move into the sign of Aries on May 24th. I think this is going to be a big relief to you, Virgo, because Saturn, as great as it is, and as much as it brings us long-term success and teaches us the rules, it can get a little exhausting, and it's kind of nice to know that it will be moving forward. And I don't believe it'll be back. Well, I guess it takes about 29 years to go around the chart. So in another 29 years, you may get Saturn back there in opposition to you again. So once this moves out on May 24th, things are going to lighten for you. There's going to be less pressure there with the planet of responsibility or the planet of discipline moving out from being opposite you for all this time. So this is really exciting. Now, you do have a square with Jupiter, because Jupiter, the planet of luck and blessings, has been in the sign of Gemini, and it's been there, I think, for a year. It'll be there until June 9th. And so this square, I mean, it's Jupiter, and Jupiter brings in blessings, but it's just nice for this square to end for you. Okay. So good times for you, Virgo. I really do think so. Moon will be in Virgo on Monday, May 3rd at 3:40 p.m. It'll hang out there till Thursday the 8th until 3:06 a.m. Those are power times. Now, I pulled a few cards in advance just to see what I need to share with you today. And the first card that I got was the Queen of Cups. This is from the This Might Hurt Tarot deck, a really fun deck that I love. This is back there. We have that one in stock. And so we've got this watery queen, this creative queen here. And what it made me think of when I saw it was the opposition with Pluto, or with Saturn and Pisces, right? And before you had the opposition just with Saturn, you had all those other planets. Remember, Neptune was in Pisces for 14 years in its own sign, opposite you, fogging you. That just ended this month. That's amazing. You learned a lot about water. You learned a lot about intuition. You learned a lot about creativity. And you probably learned a few things about breaking old karma. So that part's ended. And now I feel like you're a more well-rounded person from it. Now, remember, we also had Venus and Mercury kind of doing a dance between Aries and Pisces during the retrograde. So that came to an end for you. So here you are, the Queen of Cups. You're in a power position and you understand yourself and you understand the power of intuition a little bit more. I've got the Three of Pentacles showing up here, card of hard work, Earth element, Pentacles, which you are, Virgo. And so this is a card of collaboration and teamwork and building something, and it's good to see. I think we're all excited just to see forward moving energy because it's felt like la la land for so long now with all these planets in Pisces. And I don't mean to insult Pisces. I'm a lot of Pisces too, but it gets exhausting. And so now we're going to start to see more clearly. I've been talking about in the May month ahead, we might not like what we see, but at least we see the reality, okay? And so we see you building something, moving ahead with something. Now, the Five of Cups comes in here. This is the horsetail plant in the herbal tarot. And we see someone sitting there. They've got 3 cups standing and 2 cups spilled. So there's been some loss of some form of a relationship, okay? There's been some emotional loss. Horsetail, I was researching that, and it's a plant that they use often in cosmetics. I guess it's good for skin. And so we've got something here, horsetail's healing, but there's been some loss. So, and it's some kind of emotional loss. Could be a relationship. Also, with the South Node there, things from the past, right? So it's just be old emotion coming up. Now we've got the card, your oracle from Oracle of Mystical Moments is card number 35, A Long Way Home. And it's kind of interesting with this like floating castle, and it looks like an elephant and a huge hot air balloon. Okay, so that's kind of a wild looking card. Let's see what the book says. It says, journey, remembrances, experiences, passage. Look at this little elephant on his journey through the skies. He lives in a huge balloon and has his castle with him. Light guides the way while he slowly passes over the horizon. How long is his journey and when will it end? Will he drop an anchor again or continue his travels? This card reflects how we pass through our lives. During our pilgrimage, we collect memories strong enough to fill a castle and light enough to buoy our voyage. It just it feels very magical. And I almost think of like past life stuff, kind of like people are so intrigued, right, about their past lives. And, you know, we've been talking a lot about Sheila Haidt offering past life regression. And so there's kind of some energy here of kind of tapping into that and really the memories that we collect. And we may find that we have even farther back memories than we realize we do. Okay. And so interesting card. So Queen of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and A Long Way Home for your theme cards. Now let's pull a couple cards for each week now. Based on, we're going to go by the Sundays of the month. So we've got Sunday the 4th. We've got 11th, which is Mother's Day. I'm using these little everyday witch or our tarots. The 18th, and then we have Memorial Day weekend on the 25th. Let's see what you need to know. Card number 1 is the Death card. So there's intensity here. Remember, this is Scorpio. We have a Scorpio full moon this month. I like how it shows one door closing and another door is opening. This is more water energy. This is ruled by Pluto. And so, you spent all this time, since 2008 to this past November, you had a trine going on with Pluto. Because remember, Pluto was hanging out in Capricorn. So now it's moved into Aquarius, and we see here some opportunities. It looks like he's going to cut a cord with his knife here, and then this new door starts to open. Okay, so you may have some big opportunities coming in. Absolutely. I think of the death card as a very positive card to show up when I'm doing my own readings for myself. When it shows up, I know there's power there. Okay. I know there's change, but there's power. And often there's themes of big money. Now, week 2, Mother's Day, the star card. So you got 2 major arcanas starting you off for the first 2 weeks of May. The star is Aquarius energy. She happens to look like a bride. It's card number 17, and the star is a card of hope and healing. Okay, so there's some beautiful energy there. Aquarius energy has to do with newness, new territory, new friends. And, you know, it's interesting because Pluto, that rules the death card, is now in the sign of Aquarius. Okay, and so, maybe there's a lot of new, fresh energy there, Mother's Day week. So you may, who knows, go on an adventure with your mom if you can. If your mom's not on this side of the veil anymore, then there's a lot here about remembrance, okay? Especially that she looks like she's wearing a wedding dress. Maybe get a picture of your mom out on her wedding day. All right, week 3. This is the 18th of May, the week ahead. The 10 of Pentacles shows up. We see a whole bunch of family together. And we know that Pentacles is anything of value. Some people call it money, but I call it value. Okay, so there's a lot here. There looks like there's a gathering together of your family or just feeling really grounded. Now we go into Memorial Day weekend into the week, and you have the Emperor. So you have some really fabulous cards here. You got 3 major arcanas, major secret of life cards: Death, the Star, and the Emperor. The Emperor's the boss. I like how he has his plans out. Okay. And it's almost like the Death card has a lot of fog going on in it. And it's like Pisces energy was really foggy. And now the Emperor's got his plans and he's like, let's do this. Okay. He likes to be the boss. He's not going to jump into things. He takes his time to decide. I kind of got the vibe like you're planning a family trip. Maybe you got some new ideas about things. But it feels overall really positive. Okay. Yes, there's a little bit of emotional loss up there. And that could just have some implication towards Mother's Day also. I know that's not the easiest day for everyone. So these are your theme cards, Virgo. So I'm going to push them to the back. And then we're going to roll dice and we're going to use some charms and I'm going to give you some more power days. So let's get these Astro dice rolled, see what you need to know here. Venus in the sign of Taurus in the 3rd house. Okay, so this is great. Taurus is ruled by Venus. So you got Venus in its own grounded earth sign of Taurus, where it'll be soon, because right now it's hanging out in Aries. And the 3rd house is Gemini's house, the house of your local community, your environment, the people around you, the house of communication. So if you're single, this is great. Get out there, meet people. And there's a lot of beauty here. And if you're waiting, I kind of got the vibe like there's some money matters going on. Maybe you're waiting on something, a creative project. Maybe you're in the early stages, but Venus is showing up and Venus does symbolize money. So that is a good thing in the beautiful sign of Taurus and the 3rd house. So speak your truth, speak your value. If you're asking for a raise, that could be a good time for it too. Make plans for the future. That's what I keep kind of getting here. Make plans for the future. Think about where you want to live, what people you want to be around, what you want your environment to be like. Now, I'm moving all those dice to the side and I'm getting my charm bowl out. My big gigantic charm bowl. It's a punch bowl actually. And let's just toss some charms over this calendar. All right, let's see what we got here. So let's flip over some of these Scrabble pieces. I see the word water. Okay, maybe you're planning a vacation. M-E-A-T, meet. The word, what else do I see? W, see the name Tom. see. Okay, let's see what else we got. The word came over on the side. Okay, so back in August, we have, not August, April, we have the word ambitious. Okay, Sunday, the last Sunday in April. And we've got the letter A, we've got the letter O. That's interesting. We're talking about mom. That's my mom's initials. We've got the letter T there as we go into the first with a smiley face. Okay. On the third, Saturday the 3rd, we've got the letter W and the word fast. Then we've got the word came over here on the 4th. On the 7th, this looks like a flower, which I think the Scorpio full moon this month is called the flower moon. So there it is on the 7th. Now, it looks like you got busier times here on the 13th. We've got some prayer hands in the letter D, D, E. Is that the symbol for Delaware? It might be. Okay, the 14th, you have the letter E and a house. On the 15th, the letter M. Over here, on the 11th, I missed the crown. Oh, look at that. That's like a royalty crown here on Mother's Day. So make sure you really take good care of your mother, or you celebrate her in some way. All right, I have the word right, R-I-T-E. What else? Okay, on the 19th, the letter R. The 20th, you have palm trees and a boat anchor and the letter I. And again, it looks like Rhode Island, R-I. And so this could be a little vacation going on here. The 21st, great day to, if you're not on vacation, to just take it and goof off. There's some good vacation-y vibes to it. The 23rd, a piece of hematite. On the 31st, you also have another piece of hematite, which is very grounding and clearing. And on the 29th, it kind of just got this big circle here. Okay, so if those make any sense to you, I see the word toad, T-O-A-D. The word moat, is it M-O-A-T or M-O-T-E? Got both of them. And D-R for doctor, which Virgo, you do rule health. And it got the word derm, D-E-R-M, like dermatology, which we were just talking about, horsetail for skin. Okay, so maybe it's time to make an appointment with your skin doctor, your dermatologist. See the word toe and toad, T-O-E and T-O-E-D. And anything else? Wade, W-A-D-E, that can be a name too, Wade. See the word I'm. All right. All right, so let's give you a few more dates here based on the dice. So you basically rolled Venus and you rolled Taurus, and then you rolled the third house, which is Gemini. We have that Gemini new moon this month. So in addition to the dates I gave you when the moon is in Virgo, I have some more power days for you there. We have starting on Sunday. Let's see, I'm in the wrong month. Hold on. Going into May. So we did roll Gemini. We have the moon in Gemini starting us off at the first of the month. It actually goes into Gemini on April 29th at 2:34 a.m. and stays there the 30th and the 31st until 3:23 a.m. Those are power times for you. We also rolled the sign Taurus and technically the sign Libra, because Libra is also ruled by Venus. So let's give you some bonus days here. Well, the moon moves into Taurus on Saturday, May 24th at 1:38 p.m. and it stays there until the 25th. Is that right? Moon enters Taurus. Yep, it stays there the 25th, the 26th, and then we go into the new moon in Gemini. So then you get the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th until 1:33 p.m. And then I'm just going to give you one more date, which is when the moon is in Libra, okay, the relationship sign. And the moon moves into the sign of Libra on May 8th at 3:06 a.m. through the 9th into the 10th until 3:58 p.m. These are power times for you, Virgo. Have a good one.